Hello, YouTube. How is everyone today? Ugh, I'm on my desktop today, so hopefully things will go well. It's all a learning stage, folks, and you don't have to be perfect to get it right the first time. Just do it, is what I say. Just do it. Where's the matter? You're here. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. You're early today. Awesome. Trying to get adjusted here. Can you hear me okay? Is the sound coming out okay? Good. I do have something specific that I want to talk about today. And oh my gosh, I hope this worked out. I don't know what happened. Where does it matter? Are you still there? Gosh, I'm sorry. I got kicked off the internet temporarily. So I hope you're still there. Let me put my little breakout box. Oh, phew. Sorry about that. I don't know what exactly happened there, but good. I'm glad you stuck it out. Oh gosh. It's today has just been a weird day for me. I started off this morning with like so much positivity and so many hopeful good vibes, and I actually first thing I did this morning was plan my live, and I wrote up some good things to talk about here today. So I'm excited to get to it, but just filling you in on my morning, it just like one thing after another. Technical difficulties, obviously, with YouTube and my phone and my car, my gas. Like it's just been one thing after another. So I'm so glad that you're here, and whew, just give myself a minute to adjust. Okay. So today our subject that I wanted to talk to you about the hidden truths of our modern world. And this is discussion that I really want to talk about manifestation and what that means for us. Put a little pop out dashboard. Okay. So we're talking about all the hidden truths in our world and our modern world. And I want to get, of course, feedback from you guys and what you feel on this. But let me just kind of go over a little bit of an outline of what I want to talk about today. Because I think this is really important for all of us, because we live in a world where there is the seen and the unseen. And between the seen and the unseen, there's a lot of things that go on in between. And let me explain. So we're talking about how consumerism, the things that we see, and capitalism in the world have our 3D world. Let's just call it the 3D world. The things that we could see has created an illusion of choice in the different products we buy, the different media we listen to, the information we absorb. So we have our 3D world where no matter what country you're in, you're influenced by everything around you. And that has really kind of created a structure of what your beliefs are and how you perceive belief and faith in the hidden things around us. So, let's see. I want to make sure that I'm explaining myself correctly, because this is something I think not only I struggle with, that many other people struggle with as well. And just the fact that there's the seen and the unseen. And sometimes when you are trying to manifest good things in your life, manifest new things in your life, it's hard to use your imagination in a correct and creative and helpful way, because our 3D world kind of gets in our way of our imagination and creation abilities. And I think there's been a big decline over my lifetime, anyways, in uh, true belief and faith. And I'm not talking about religion. I'm not talking about any man-made belief. I'm talking about our internal belief in who we are, the internal belief in how our world is formulated and shaped, and our all the things in our life, how all that creates our future. And a few years back, I really got into power of positive thinking, and that can kind of be a trap, I think. And let me explain. Power of positive thinking is certainly not a bad thing, but I think a lot of times people get that confused with reality. I know. I'm gonna look at the comments when I get everything out of my system that I want to say, because I think this is really important. And I will look at your comments and I'll catch up on what you're saying, and I'm gonna interrupt. And I want your feedback, absolutely. But let me get some things off my chest, because this is really important. Because a lot of times we get stuck in a cycle of thinking, well, if we look at something that is not going well in our life, we think that, or the power of positive thinking looks at it as like, well, if you just if you just think it positive and think everything's going to be fine, it will be, and in a sense it is, but you have to have a path and you have to take action to get there. That's the missing part in between. Is what I'm trying to get to. um, so the power of positive thinking does nothing, absolutely nothing for you, if you don't take action to bridge the gap between your reality and the 3D world and the things that we cannot see. So there's action in between. And we often, sometimes we forget that, because um, let me give you an example. When I hear, my kids are guilty of this sometimes, one of them, anyways, says this all the time: I'm broke. I can't do that. I'm broke. I'm broke. I can't do that. And you're affirming to yourself, your subconscious, and the universe that you're broke and you can't. And even though you might have a creative imagination and you want your future to look so bright, and you just know that eventually things will work out, but you're not taking any action to get there, is what I'm saying. You're not changing any patterns, you're not changing any perspectives, you're not changing anything about your lifestyle. You're just wishing and hoping and praying that things will change. It's not. Things will not change unless you change the way you look at things. So, and I feel like this message is coming through because um, maybe words that matter, or somebody that sees this on the replay later may need to see this, or may be feeling the same way. Like, why isn't my dreams coming true? Why isn't that I have what? Why don't I already have what I wish that I had? I keep praying, I keep hoping, and I'm so dedicated to praying about what I need to have in my life, but it doesn't happen. And people are often so disheartened by that. And that's why most people give up on their dreams. And I really feel like there's so many of us in the world that are trying to do good things, create a good positive future for ourselves. But we get misunderstandings from certain influences within our society, our media, the things we learn, the things we're exposed to, the products we buy, all the things that we have around us in the 3D world every day get in the way of our path. And I'll tell you this from experience. Um, if you're hoping and wishing and praying something will come true or something will happen to you and you're not taking any action, it won't happen, obviously. But then there's something else that you might not be aware of. And this is the hidden truth of all that. Once you start taking action, and just know in your heart and your mind that things are going to work out as you plan and as you're imagining them to work out, and you're taking action, I promise you that you're going to be tested. The universe will test you multiple times to say, well, you're taking action. I see you're taking action on what you want. Are you sure that's what you want? And you're going to be tested through one way or another. You're going to be tested as to whether or not you really desire that future. And this is where a lot of people just give up and quit. And they start something and they don't want to complete it because they get tested. Something happens in that action that they're taking that sets them back. We all get set back. When you start driving forward and taking action into what you want to see happen in your life, you will be tested. And there will be many times where you want to give up and you want to quit. And you say, this isn't working. My actions aren't taking me anywhere. You're going to have that doubt. But it's there to mold you and shape you and make you stronger and create the you that you're not yet, but it's helping to create the future you that you want. So don't stop taking action. This is really, really important because you're going to be tested. And the actions you're taking may not happen for you overnight. Now, if you have a small dream and you're just kind of testing out things, seeing how they work, test it out. Manifest something small in your life and see how that works. But the bigger your dream, the bigger your imagination, the bigger the change that you want to see is, the more you're going to be tested. So just hold on to what it is that you value. Hold on to those things that you want to see in your future, because it's a battle of your faith in what you see. And it's time and time throughout my life I've wanted to see change, even when I was just a little girl. I was in a very abusive household. My stepfather was untreated PTSD, bipolar, schizophrenic. Like, he was crazy, beat the crap out of us. And I was 13 years old when I decided that I wanted a different life. I wanted a better life. And I was just a little girl. I just wanted an escape from the abuse. But in my mind, I created what kind of family I really wanted, what kind of life I really wanted to live. And I took action and I ran away from that situation. And I've shared this story before, but maybe you guys need to hear it today. So, Royster Joyce, I see you're in here. Words that matter. I thank you guys so much. I'm going to catch up on your comments in just a second when I get to a point where I can catch up on what you're feeding me. But when I was 13, I took a stand and I said, I'm not going to live this kind of life. I deserve better. So I imagined this future, this family that I wanted to have. I ran away. Police picked me up. And I said, look, if you send me back to that house, I will leave again and again and again. I'm not going to stay there. It was unacceptable. At 13 years old, it was unacceptable for me to live in that condition. So I took action and I ended up getting a wonderful foster family. So from that point on, when I ran away, the police picked me up. I went to the police station, told them I refused to go home. The state put me in foster care, and I was actually in a group home for a short time. And they gave my mother a like 90-day period or something to work something out where I could have a stable place to live and go to school like normal kids. And she failed on her duties. So that time frame came and went, and she had to go to court for uh, because the judge gave her an option, said, look, you have failed to provide a solution for your daughter's living situation, so therefore you have a choice. You could be charged legally, and we will proceed with charges of child neglect, and you could be facing jail time, or you could sign over your parental rights to the state and we'll handle it. We'll take over the care of your daughter and you're relieved of duty. So that's what she did. In order to save her own ass, she decided to just hand me off to the state, which actually worked out marvelously because I ended up getting put in a foster home in Colorado. I was in Oklahoma then, and I was moved to Colorado, and that's when I was like, I was 13. So my foster family in Colorado become that dream come true, that family that I always dreamed and wished of. I would have never found, I would have never had that new home, that new family, had I not taken some kind of action along with my dreams and my imagination. And that was a really, really powerful lesson for me very early on in life, is that, you can wish and hope that your situation can change and wish and hope for a different kind of life. But without taking action, it's just wishful thinking. That's it. Um, but let me catch up here. Where does it matter? I'll take a break here and catch up. Positive and negative point of democracy. Yeah. Well, yes. When early on, whenever I said democracy, yes, I'm talking about there is positive and negative to that, but mostly I was just bringing that point up because the society that you live in is the society that impacts your beliefs and your perception of the world. Um, let's see. I'm pursuing what we do. We have to face reaction. Yes. If you ran, no problem. I don't believe in the law of attraction that much. Well, the law of attraction, Dolores Cannon is one of those influential people that I really follow. when it comes to law of attraction, but that can very easily get you on the wrong path. Because if you're just thinking of just be positive and have good thoughts and believe in good without taking action, then that could lead you down a really dirty road. Like just hoping and wishing actually can make you go backwards, not forwards. So you have to be careful with that. I do believe in the law of attraction, but not without action. If that makes sense. I believe we get what we able, not what we want most of the time. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe you clarified it down here. Oh, what I didn't get, please. I'm not that perfect in English. It's okay. I know. I think when Beth uses the laptop to go live, that we cannot double tap the screen to yeah. I don't believe in dreams. Don't believe in dreams come true things. So, yeah, I know it's a little different when I use my desktop for YouTube Live. Like it seems to, obviously it comes to you guys that are on my lives frequently, but it's like no new viewers get to pop on. I don't know why that is. It's weird. So obviously I had many people come in to the conversation yesterday, but you see there's no new people here. And I was yeah, I hate that because I have a much better um I have a much better camera on my desktop, and my sound is way better. I looked at the live from yesterday. The sound is terrible. Actually, I was on my tablet yesterday. The sound was terrible. I'm stressed out today. Yeah. I wouldn't say that I'm sad, but I'm stressed out. Yes. Thank you. And I'm glad you guys are here. And maybe somebody will watch this replay later on. It just seems like more people are able to see it after I upload the replay. Um, but like if I'm on my phone for YouTube, it like we have tons of people coming in and out. So I don't know why. It really irks me because I don't want to use my cell phone for lives. I want to use my desktop. But yeah. Oh God. Yeah. I'm glad you guys showed up because I was because of the whole using my desktop for live, it doesn't really yield any viewers. So I'm glad my two moderators are here. I'm so grateful for you because I'd just be sitting here talking to myself today if not. So I appreciate you. Oh, see, it's not even using that good camera. Oh my gosh. I swear. I need some technical helpers here with this YouTube stuff because it's really stressing me out to have to do everything on your own. You guys going on YouTube and I don't know, have you guys ever done a YouTube channel or tried to go live? I'm not that perfect. Man. Pause and get you time later. Go see the grandkids. I will. Well, actually, I was with the grandkids all day yesterday, and it was really fun. I don't know if you guys are able to get on TikTok or not, but we were making We were making decorating cupcakes on my live on TikTok yesterday. It's sweet. So yeah, yesterday was Grandkids Day, and they always make me feel so much better. But you guys make me feel better just being here. I mean, you're all the way from Ireland and India, and you're here. You're part of my tribe, and that is awesome. And on days like this, I'm so grateful. Uh, Roaster Deutsch. Oh, yeah, I knew you were male. Did I say she? You're both male. I headed to Texas for work for 2 weeks. Oh, wow. You're going from Ireland to Texas? What? Dude, you could still see us on from Texas. But I get it if it's for work. Oh, you're 19. Oh, aw. Oh, I love that you're 19 and you're still here with me. We're in different generations, but it's pretty cool that you're still here and you're listening. And I hope that you are getting some good vibes. I know today I'm struggling a little bit and I'm grateful for you to be here, but we'll be full on. Okay. Well, Roaster Doister, I hope that when you're in Texas, you still tune in as well. How old are you, Roister Doister? Good question. I think I already told you guys I turned 50 last October. Oh, okay. So we're close to the same age. 53. Nice. So we have a 19-year-old and a 53-year-old. I love it. Because it's like words that matter, you're like one of my kids. They're my youngest is close to your right. Well, she just turned 23. But yeah, and then Roister Doister's my age, so that's pretty cool. Abdullah. Oh, I was wondering if you were ever going to tell me your real name. Can I call you Abdullah now on YouTube instead of words that matter? Um, I think I could remember that. You might have to remind me again at some point. You guys, okay, no, that's cool. I won't use that on YouTube, but um, yeah. So Royster Doister, what's your which is your first name Roy? Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. Um, Royster is good. Okay. Well, we'll just stick it. We'll stick to your usernames, Royster, Doister, and words that matter. I like that, anyways. So I'm glad you guys are here. You guys, this morning, man, I tried so hard to just wake up first thing this morning, and I was like trying to figure out what I was going to do on my lives, and I come up with all this positive, great thing. Authenticity and I don't know. I come up with this outline, but it's just not flowing for me today. I'm not feeling it. Like not every day you could be great. But like I've said before, on those days you don't feel great, talk to somebody who cares. And I feel you guys. I know that you guys are caring, loving people, and I'm so grateful for you to be here today. Words that matter. Hey, I have to ask something. Please ask away. Give me some feedback because it makes me feel good when I can help you. Roister Doister, maybe if you go on your phone for a while, it might lift your vibe today. Some new input. Yeah, there'll be good days for the bad ones. Absolutely. And I really knew that doing lives every day for 30 days was going to be really challenging because we're human beings. We just can't be high vibe and positive every single day. So, today's day 16. I'm more than halfway there. I'm really, really proud of myself for following through thus far. And I found two great friends already by doing this challenge. And I'm finding more people that vibe with me. And it's difficult to commit to something like this every day, but it's worth it. And it's helping me be a better, stronger leader. Um, and hopefully helping you guys is an added benefit as well. I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't here to help somebody out in the world, then I wouldn't be here. I'm not getting paid to be here. So I'm doing this because I know there's parts of my story that resonate with other people. And I know that that's my whole purpose for the rest of my life. Like, I'm here to help other people. I'm not here just to live my life just for me. Well, I've never been that kind of way anyways. Okay, let me catch up. Um, Words that matter, what I do, going out of my plan, my parents help, but I can't get me peace. Um, Words that matter. I think, correct me if you're wrong, if I'm wrong. I think what you're saying is that you're really trying to get to a place in your life where you can move out of your parents' house, be on your own, but they're driving you crazy and you can't get any peace living with them. Am I right? Am I feeling you? Did I interpret you right? No. Oh, okay. Please clarify what I do going out of my. Oh, help you in your career. You mean your parents can't help you with your career choices and you're trying to get, what is it that you want to do? What is your career? What does it matter? I'd love, and Royster Joyster, I'd love to know what do you guys do for a living and what it is, especially where does it matter? You're 19 years old. What would be your dream career if you could just flip a magic switch and be it tomorrow? What would you want to be? Yes. What are you passionate about? What if you could just, yeah, wave a magic wand and say, words that matter is this. This is your career. What would you want it to be? And Royster Doyster, what do you do? They do, but it's mostly difficult to do what I'm going to do. Well, tell me what it is that you want to do because I'm telling you, not everybody in your life is, if you have a big dream, not everybody's going to understand it, nor are they going to know how to help you with it if they don't understand it. But often we have passion about something for a reason. Customer facing telecoms resolution. Not a tech nerd. I'm a little bit of a tech nerd. I'm the one that takes the hit and gives the BS. So you're the middleman between customer and solution, right? Passing about anime making. Oh, wow. So you are a creative person. Oh, okay. Well, so Roaster Joyster, my assumption is that you're a really good communicator and you can tolerate a lot of BS and turn it into something um, useful and can communicate with people that aren't good communicators, um, and words that matter when it comes to yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can I can sympathize with that because I'm a good what do you call it? I'm a good in between. When there's angry people and people that just don't understand, I can uh, I can communicate well between diverse groups of people, I guess is what I'm saying. So we both probably think a lot alike. And words that matter. You have a passion for anime and you want to be able to make anime and write for anime. I think that's amazing. You have a creative, art centered way of thinking. And I can relate to that too. But you do also have to understand that when it comes to artistic career choices, your vision is the only one that's ever going to matter because it's not one of those 3D world kind of careers where you can absolutely get a paycheck. It's one of those things where you have to kind of create income from your creation. So a lot of people in your life aren't going to understand your choice and understand that passion. And that's something that you just have to know in your heart. That's what you want to do. And that's your passion in life. And you're going to create a life for yourself through your passion. But of course, until you get there, you have to make money other ways. So you're going to have to be very creative, not only in your art, but in the way that you make money. And there's a lot of different ways to do that online now. Words, look online for free training. Yeah, look YouTube, TikTok for training. Yes, that's a good point, Royster Joyster, because um, information is free now. So, and words that matter, you have a very specific area of art, which I think is really awesome because you can look on YouTube or internet and you could get free training. You could get all the knowledge and information you need to make this happen for you by just, all the free information that's available to you. So that's a good point. Be productive and send some of your work to companies that you would like to work with. That's excellent advice. And I think words that matter. I think you told me one time you can't get TikTok where you're at. Is that right? But now I'm going down through my dream anime because it's a flop. You know what? I'm going to tell you this too. Words that matter. Because you mentioned it's a flop. No, when you have a creative passion and you're looking to create something nobody else has created before, you're going to fail a lot. It's going to be failure after failure after failure. And you have to be prepared for that because you have to start looking at failure as a win, like I've said many times, because nobody that's been super successful at anything has ever gotten there without failing multiple times over and over again. So you have to be comfortable with failure and you have to believe and know in your heart that the action you're taking is going to get you where you want to be. I do company for but bribery every time win in my case. I do company, but bribery every time win in my case. I'm not sure what the bribery reference is, and that might just be a misinterpretation. If you can clarify that. Royster, then and outside of India, try Japan. There's a huge market. Yes. And actually, you're probably going to get a lot of free training if you look up creators on YouTube that are specifically from Japan because um, they're the number one market for anime. Absolutely. in another country. Oh, have you sent any of your own work to companies? Words that matter. Have you already sent any of your anime in? I mean, money works over effort. Oh, well, that's a good point you make, because I find even in my line of work and doing digital marketing, which there's expenses related to any business that you create. And when you get further into details of diving in to get knowledge from other people who have been successful in your area, then it starts costing money. But right now, there's so much information for beginners that are free. I wouldn't even let money be an issue in your mind. Like, you probably need to make sure that you're making money from something else while you're creating your anime career. That's the best way to not get frustrated and um, get stuck in the money block situation. Because a lot of people were like, I'm taking action, I'm doing good, I'm not getting anywhere because I need money for XYZ. So in the beginning, just like I did, like when I was going through college 2 years ago, I worked two different jobs. I was waiting tables, I was working in IT, and I was helping my kids on the side. So there are ways around the whole money block situation, and I totally get that. And sometimes I get frustrated because I want to level up in my business, and it takes money to do that. But I just have to remind myself, just take a step back and gain the knowledge where you're at the level you're at, and then you'll find other resources to help support that along the way. Yes, Japanese anime creators, absolutely. Words that matter. If somebody's demanding money from you, just make sure you block them. There's too much free information on the internet today. Start with the free stuff. I mean, the internet is endless in knowledge. So don't get frustrated by the money blocks. India not have anime culture, so you have to spend your own money for your creation. I get that's. I mean, there's some frustrations there, but there's ways around it. Just get the knowledge and do what you can right now. Get your money from another source temporarily and work on your anime on the side. That way your money sources that are actually giving you income and sustaining your way of life doesn't give you a distraction, and you're not constantly thinking about, I can't do this because of lack of money. That's one sure way to get stuck in a repetitive pattern of not having and not, you're just constantly telling yourself, I don't have this, I don't have that. And when you say, I don't have enough to make, to take action on what my goals are, then you get stuck in a loop. So be careful of that. Search with Google for Japanese anime. Yes, Google's free. Get the address, send a letter. Yes. Recruitment team. Yes. Actually, yeah, those are great tips, Royster. Sometimes you just have to, you already have a creative mind. And you have to trust that your creative mind is not only going to lead you to income sources to sustain your what you need in life, but it's also those creative resources in your mind are there to help you get to where you need to be. So don't let lack of money be a constant reminder, because then you will only get more lack of money. So I know it's just kind of a mind, it's confusing to your mind to sit here and say, I am fully abundant and have all that I need. And when you're trying to pay the bills and you're trying to make money and you're also trying to pursue something that you're passionate about, just breathe. And I have to remind myself all the time that it's only one day at a time that we have to worry about. We don't have to worry about anything else but today, right now, in the present. We don't have to worry about what happened in the past. We don't have to worry about figuring out the future. But right now and today, words that matter, you are an anime artist and you are successful and you will figure it out. And the things that you do to take action will lead you to the resources you need to have in your life. I promise you. Just believe in yourself and know that you will get there, and you will. Yes. Yeah. And I think writing letter, like, you know, um, it's strange in electronic world. We're so used to emails and instant messages and DMs and all this. We forget there's snail mail still. And actually, a company that actually gets physical mail with a personalized letter and a professional resume, it says, hey, I have talent. This is my passion. I know I can help support your company with my art. It says a lot when someone actually goes out of their way to make physical mail and mail that to a company. So, it doesn't, a lot of people aren't doing that in today's world. So it's a good way to stand out. Yeah. So I hope that helped. You guys have been great today. Thank you so much for being here. I will probably, I guess I'll just do YouTube lives on my phone all the time. unless unless I just want to have a private conversation with you guys, which I will actually probably do that once a week. Just come on my desktop because I know the two of you are going to be here and we'll have our own little conversation. I don't know. It's driving me crazy. I would like to know why it's so different. YouTube live phone versus desktop. It shouldn't be that way. It's just so weird. Um, Yeah, actually, I would love for both of you to email me. I don't know, Royster Doyster, did you ever send me an email? I'm going to put my email in here. Aw, well, good. I hope we helped you. I know you guys both helped me today. Um, and Royster Doyster, if you already sent me an email, I'll be looking through my inbox today and cleaning some things out. So I'll get your email. But I'm going to put my email here again. Just in case you guys need me. There's my email. Yes, and I, I think words that matter. Have you emailed me? Do you have an email? Words that matter. Oh, good. Yeah, I thought I remember getting an email from Words That Matter already. So yeah, if you could put your email in the chat for Royster Doyster so he could get that and send you some info. Yeah, just put it in the chat for a minute so Royster can get it. There you go. All right, cool. Well, you guys have an amazing day. I'm so grateful that you're here with me because I was having some really I was having a rough day. So thank you. I appreciate you both, and I will be back here tomorrow, 1:11 Eastern. Oh, Royster has some colleagues in Kyrgyzstan, in India. Are you anywhere near Kyrgyzstan? Or I'm saying that Gurgan, India. Did I say it right? I'm such a terrible enunciator. Oh, well, that's cool. Who knows? Maybe one day all three of us will meet up in India for the words of for the festival of colors. That how cool would that be? Let's manifest that. Make it happen. Cool. Okay. Well, you guys, I'm gonna hop off of here. You're right. I need to do something fun today. Thank you. Yes, I will do some yoga today. That's good advice. Thank you. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, if you're not busy. Peace and love. Take care.